Hi everybody, welcome back to Laura A Vlogs. I'm not even sure what's the title for this video, but eventually I'll find a title for it. I have been thinking a lot. Like a lot of you guys know that I use this platform to pretty much not only share my health experiences that I've been going through, but I also share a lot of my personal grief, sorrow, and try to find a way to find a positive way of looking at the end of every journey that I go through. And a lot of times it might come out harsh, angry, or sad and depressed. But a lot of these videos come with one, it helps me get a lot of stuff that I have pent up for a while. It's my form of therapy, so it helps me just to alleviate that stress, and also might help others who are going through similar situations, and that to see that yes, we all have struggles on a daily basis, and recognize that we are human beings that are hurting and trying to get through that hurt. And a while ago I had mentioned about that I have suffered PTSD, and a lot of it stems from abusive relationships that I endured throughout my life. And little did I realize that a lot of these relationships that I endured with ex-partners, where a lot of them had narcissism. And unfortunately, when you're in a relationship, you fail to see those type of signs until after the damage is done. And so, yes, we live in a world with people who are narcissistic tendencies, some greater than others. Even I have those tendencies too, because after all, I grew up in a very abusive environment, and a lot of things have happened to me as a child. And so I developed certain characteristics that I had no idea that I had. But the difference between me and the next person is that I do think about my own issues and try to recognize those issues and try to work within myself to change a lot of the behaviors that I unfortunately learned through others, and develop my own way of I call it protecting myself from getting hurt. And it leaves you in a very sad state of mind to feel like you have to put up barriers to protect yourself from others. And and it's become the norm of the world that people put these false facades of who they are, because people don't want to get seen of how much hurt and damage you have within inside of you. Me, people will look at it as like, oh, Laura always seems sad, or Laura always seems like she's crying. But yes, I'm not gonna lie, I do cry, I do get sad, but I always try to find something positive within those moments that I feel, because I can't let myself go into that rabbit hole like everybody else tends to go into, and fall into the abyss of darkness. And so I fight every single day the battle of trying to stay alive as a human being. And unfortunately, like I said, I had those tendencies of being the narcissist because of the abuse I endured through ex-partners, friends, even bosses. And I don't have the trust anymore. And it's sad to say, I don't have trust in people. And it's something that it's hard to get over. But for now, you know, going through the different types of abuse that I have been enduring, I have to protect myself for now and shut down from, you know, like people trying to take advantage my good nature. You know, you know, it's one of those things that it helps me for now to pretty much be somewhat human. You know, it's not like I'm being totally cold, but I'm just not willing to be too open either. You know, it's something that with the PTSD that I go through, you know, every so often it resurrects its ugly head from people hurting me in different levels, emotionally, physically, mentally. You know, abuse is not okay. And I'm sure a lot of people look at me in this video, especially a lot of the haters, would love to see me in my downfall. But I don't look at it as a downfall. I look at it as a strength, because at least I don't lie and hide behind a mask and make believe everything, the world is okay with fake smiles. At least I'm here being real and show anybody who's going through what I've been going through that it's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel frustrated. It's okay to not tolerate people's crap. It's okay to really find the safe sanctuary within yourself to shut down for a little while. And it doesn't mean like being antisocial, but it means that you have the right to say, you know what, enough is enough. I'm going to care for myself more. I'm going to take care of me first. And everybody will take a number. And I'll get back to you when I feel like talking to you. It's okay. Because, you know, you cannot let the world treat you like a doormat and abuse you in many different levels. And I have been dealt with too much abuse. But at the end of the day, I still fight back and sit here in front of you guys and share my experience, what not to tolerate from others. And especially, you know, the women, sensitive men that have been going through abuses of different types. It could be family, it could be love, you know, love. It could be from work related. It could be from anything. It's okay to not tolerate any type of abuse from anybody who is displaying any type of narcissism and treating you like shit. So me, I was talking about my last video, talking about how I became friends with my ex-partner because of the fact that we were together for 13 years and we have an age difference. He's younger than me. I used to call him my cub. And it's just a saying. But the difference between him and the rest of my ex-partners is, yes, we went ugly with each other for the fact that, one, he was recuperating from his addictions. And me, I didn't really have the time to really recuperate losing my parents, and then going through my different health issues at the time, and then the pressures of work. I was like a ball of fire that I was already erupting. And so I took out my aggravations. And then on top of that, not getting through the process of abuse that I had endured in my past. With all that combined, that was a sure recipe of disaster within our relationship. And so, yes, there were happy times, but then it just got ugly after that. And it started to affect my children and the way we were living in the apartment. And there was like no teamwork. We were always in a battlefield with each other. And so, 13 years after, when I just said enough is enough. I don't think this is going to ever work. We at least sat down with each other and talked about the aspects of why our relationship failed. And it took us like maybe about almost 3 years to finally get everything hashed out. One, he was very immature because he had a certain type of way of thinking. Me, I was immature too because I didn't understand the aspects of having a healthy dialogue. But we managed to make it to a point that we actually sat down and have a discussion of why the relationship didn't work and try to make peace with it. And, since he loves my son as his own, I agreed that he could still be part of my son's life, even though we are not together as a couple. And my son loves him. And so we agreed as co-parents that we support our son and to be there for him. And we've learned to meet each other halfway. And yes, we talk as friends. We're not romantic. We are okay with our own lives. And we learn to have a healthy boundaries with each other on respecting each other's lives individually. So these are things that I have learned, to develop a better way of having a healthy dialogue with my ex-partner. And so I try to apply it with others, but unfortunately, when it comes to dating in the modern world, everybody has this backwards mentality that playing mind games with people it's okay and it's acceptable, and it's not. I had made videos back then about not accepting any type of mind games from people, and it still applies till this day. That when you're dealing with people who are narcissistic tendencies to make you self-doubt yourself and try to inflict those abuse that you're already trying to recover from, it's not okay to deal with that nonsense. Because when you have people like that try to do the bully mentality and bully you and make you feel like shit, and try to make you doubt yourself whether you are, you're thinking one way and they're making you think that you're not thinking the right way. Don't let people do stuff like that. No, that's not acceptable. And so this is where, I'm still learning, is to build those strong boundaries. And this is why I said I completely shut down. I shut down from any type of individuals who, back in the day, that hurt me like that. And I'm still, till this day, I'm not really open with people. I tried to be open, but if I see nonsense happening, I will shut it down too. And eventually I will start blocking people, and I will have no second thoughts about it. We could be friends for 13 years, and if you disrespect me and put me to a position that I have to defend myself, I would. And anybody who wants to look for issues with me, I will still defend myself. Because I will not sit here and tolerate abuse from anybody. I don't care what walks of life you come from. Because at the end of the day, my sanity, my peace is worth a lot more than any individual that would like to do harm. And so anybody who was going through any type of abuse, emotional abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse, it's okay to go through the process of take a step back, give yourself that time from not dating people, and be kind to yourself. Love yourself more. And always, always don't tolerate any type of abuse from anybody. And it doesn't mean that you have to do eye for eye either. Like go with physical combat. But go through other resources if you need to. But at the end of the day, always remember that you are very important. And this is where I'm at. That I am very important. Especially for my family that depends on me every single day. That I have to be there for my family and live my life the best way I can and try to be happy. And that's where I'm learning to do, is try to be very happy, regardless of how many blows I get along the way. Because I might be down, but I'm picking myself up. I'm dusting myself off, putting on that smile again. And it doesn't mean it's a fake smile, but I'm still finding some sort of joy in my life. And it's through my children. And so, yeah, this is where I'm at these days. And wanted to share this with you guys. I know it seems a very strange topic I'm talking about today, but I think that maybe somebody who is going through something similar that I have endured in my life can resonate and can find some little glimmer of hope, that not let anything or anybody deter you from doing what you want to do with your life, and find a way to be happy again. Because there is a light at the end of the tunnel. You just have to be very persistent in fighting your way to it. Because you know what? No individual is worth them taking your light and your happiness. Alrighty, so that is pretty much it. Thank you again for viewing my content. And if you are new to the channel, you're welcome to subscribe. Please give the videos a like, because you never know that somebody like myself who has been through their own war can at least manage to find some sort of hope, and seeing my story will help them find some sort of way to get through their darkness. Alrighty, so thank you again. Please stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll see you guys soon in my next video. Bye.